Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today we are diving deep into my toy vault as we take a look at this vintage Matchbox Robotech MAC II, the Monster Destroid Cannon. Alright, so this toy here was produced by Matchbox during the early 80s. It is from the anime cartoon Robotech, which I was very fond of as a child. This is a toy I actually had as a kid, but mine unfortunately broke. And some years back, I was feeling very nostalgic for this toy, and I had to have him, so I hunted him down on eBay. I want to say I might have paid, oh god, maybe like $50 for this toy at the time. And this was maybe like 10 or 12 years ago. So I'm not sure how much he's going for now, but I know this is kind of hard to come across, especially mint in box. So let's get this started. If you're familiar with Robotech, you'll recognize this. This is the MAC II Destroid. It's kind of like the heavy artillery mech that the Robotech Defense Force uses. It kind of looks similar to the Zentradi Officer's Battle Pod, but it's much larger. It's made for human-sized pilots, and it's like a giant beast. If you've played any of the Japanese Macross PlayStation games, I think there's one version of this vehicle, and I think it's called like the Koenig Monster. And it actually transforms into like a giant cargo jet. But this one doesn't. So yeah, I love the box art. You have a Valkyrie fighter or a Veritech fighter over on the left. We have the Destroid right here. Giant, huge cannons. You have the Robotech Seal Collector Series. It's die cast. It's odd because this is made by Matchbox. And when you think of Matchbox, you think of Matchbox cars. But I guess at the time, Matchbox wanted to jump on the popularity of like some of the anime toys. You know, there was like Voltron. Robotech was big at the time. Here's another illustration. I'm not sure if this is actually concept art from the cartoon or if this was original artwork made for the toy. Here's the back of the box. It has a bio card. You know, I'm always complaining that I wish toys had bio cards. Here's the bio card for this guy. The MAC II Monster Destroid Cannon. He's 22.46 meters tall, 9.75 meters wide. And all the fun information about his armament. It houses an 8-man crew, a navigator, pilot, co-pilot, communication specialist, and a 2-man gunnery team. This was copyright 1985, Matchbox, Harmony Gold, USA, Tatsunoko Company Production, Company 1985. Robotech, it's weird. Robotech at the time, trademark was owned and licensed by Revell. And Revell, they made model kits. They also made Robotech model kits, but they were mostly known for making model kits. Alright, let's take this out. It's been forever since I've opened this, and I'm not sure how fragile this toy is, or the box, so I'm just going to exercise some caution. I don't want to accidentally rip or ruin anything. So when I was younger, this toy is made of die cast, and the leg broke off of my childhood one. Alright, so here are the 4 cannons, and I'm going to handle this very gently because I don't know how durable something like this is, considering its age. It's very heavy. This is the legs, solid die cast. Oh god. So the arms here are articulated, and I'm just going to exercise really. This thing feels like it's never really been handled, so... so they also feel like they're spring-loaded. So these arms, I'm not going to lower them all the way down because the joints are still very tight. And it looks like this thing has barely been played with. I don't remember if you had to apply the decals or if they came on, but whoever owned this before me did a great job. I remember this thing here is plastic. This, I think, removes. It's like a, don't know what the purpose of this is. Maybe it's like a storage bin or something. That slides on. Let's get the cannons on here. Right, the cannons, this still feels really tight. This almost feels brand new. I don't want to force this in, so I'm just going to lightly attach them. Because I have a feeling if I try to jam these in, the plastic might crack. So yeah, this is like super feels like it's like brand new. I can't explain it. It feels like whoever owned this kept this in the package the entire time. Because I remember as a child, these barrels, you can actually push these in all the way, but this is like super tight right now. So I don't know if over time, if the plastic this constricted and it's just like contracting and it's just really tight now or what, but I'm just going to lightly push these in to give you an idea of what the completed toy should look like. All right, so wow. All right, so here is the MAC II Destroid, or the Koenig Monster, depending on where you're from. All right, so here's a front view, you know, looking down the barrels of the cannons. So this dome here, I believe, is where the pilots are staged. These arms are supposed to come all... Oh, don't want to break it. All right, so these arms are supposed to come down all the way, but it's really tight. Here's a side profile view. UN Spacey. The feet are like solid die cast. There's like a lot of weight to this. And they still feel really snug. The joints don't feel loose at all. So I'm very fortunate there. It's like I said, whoever owned this, I think they just kept it in the box. There's the back. Yeah, so if you're into stuff like Battletech or MechWarrior, you know, this looks like something that would be like pulled from that. But this predates like Battletech and MechWarrior. And actually some of the early like Battletech and MechWarrior designs actually lifted from like Macross. Yeah, that looks great. Yeah, so this is basically just like a giant tank on two legs. It's really cool. Alright, so let's kind of wrap this video up. Yeah, not a whole lot to show off with this guy. I mean, the articulation is kind of limited. It doesn't do a whole lot. But it's a piece of my childhood that I'm glad I have back. Oh, wow, this is... Forgot about this. So you can actually remove the top part here for whatever reason, and then, you know, this gives you a somewhat clear view of the top of the mech. So there's the actual place where the pilots are held, I think. Alright, let's get this guy boxed back up. Alright, so once again, my name is Lou. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you were a fan of Robotech or grew up during this time period, I hope I brought back some memories, you know, of your childhood or the cartoon. You know, it's a cartoon that I was very fond of. And Robotech was in the news last year. I think it's because Harmony Gold and I think the original Japanese company finally came to like an agreement on terms of like distribution rights. Because for the longest time, Macross was like tied up in this like crazy like legal battle. I mean, Robotech's always caught up in some sort of weird legal trouble to begin with. So, I want to say, I think it might be on Crunchyroll, I think. I might be wrong on that, though. So if you've never checked out Robotech, I highly suggest you check it out. It's kind of like, for many people during the 80s, it was like one of the animes that got them into anime. Much like myself. And right now we're just going to see if I can get this guy back in the box. Let's see if this works. The only thing wrong with the box is that there's all this like tape residue here. I might be able to take that off with Goo Gone, but I'm kind of worried that if I try to, I might ruin the ink on the box, so I might just leave it alone. Okay, so... Alright, so once again, my name is Lou. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, thank you so much for your continued likes, comments, and support. I greatly appreciate it. So, until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, and most importantly, be happy. And I will see you at the next one. Alright, later.